What's going on, guys? This is Yasin. So I wanted to make an updated K9 Crystron combo video deck profile, post the ban list, and also post Doom of Dimensions, because there's a lot of things that are obviously going to change for this deck. So first of all, there is no Roid now, as well as Paradise Smasher is banned. So this kind of changes a lot of things and how you want to like approach deck building, and also just playing through the Trinscape hand traps such as Molchemy, Fueros, and Perillia. Because before the ban list, when Paradise Smasher was a thing, it was very brain dead. Just like, okay, you get hit by Fua, you make Paradise Smasher, you skip your opponent's turn, and then you kill next turn. But obviously now the deck does have to be played a little bit more as a Crystron deck, because if you're making a K9 half board, you're gonna go absolutely nowhere against Yummy, because Ripper is not a real interruption against them. Izuna is basically always going to be dead, because obviously they don't have to use the effect of Marshmallow in hand. They can just normal summon it. And also, like, the pop from X-Forced Release is good, but you can't rely too much on it. So, yeah, that's the reason why it is really important to know exactly what you're doing. Anyways, before we go any further, as always, you know the drill. Smash the like and subscribe button. And also check out my K9 Crystron spreadsheet, which you can find on my website, yacineygo.com. Very first link at the top of the description box below. I really recommend checking it out, because I did not focus too much on, like, the Paradise Smasher combos, like, when I made the spreadsheet. It was already, like, designed to be kind of banlist proof, and now it actually worked out really well, because pretty much every single combo except for one that you can find on the spreadsheet are still legal. Really recommend checking it out, like I said. And yeah, let's get right into it. So for the deck list, pretty much everything is like the exact same as before. It's just that there is 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet here, which obviously could be like Drill and Logbird or Ghost Ogre or Ghost Bell, whatever. It's really up to like the environment, but I'm assuming a lot of Yummy, Dragon Tail, and Mitsurugi, so perhaps Forbidden Droplet might not be the best. It's not like Vanquished Soul or Crystron is going to be like too popular right now. Yeah, if you want to play something else, you can definitely do that. It's just that hand traps in general are not really good against Yummy, and a lot of like Ghost Ogre, for example, is useless against Dragon Tail. So this would probably have to be like Droll, but then Droll is bad against Yummy and Dragon Tail, even though it's good against Mitsurugi and Lunalight. So it's really just a pick your poison kind of thing at this point. Obviously for the engine, everything is the exact same, because now Inclusion is at 1, so we might as well just replace the 2 lost copies of Inclusion by 2 case for K9. Instead of playing Foolish or Cowed by the main deck, I am playing 1 Noroi. I'm still playing the Cluster. Obviously, the ceiling level of this deck is really not that high if you're just playing like a pure K9 deck. It's actually really mediocre. So the build without Cluster, honestly, I'm just not a fan of it at all. Without Paradise Smasher, these kinds of cards like are absolutely needed. But yeah, 1 Tristalos, 1 Scrap Recycler, 1 Smiger, 2 Sofnir, triple Sulfador, triple Jokul, 1 Lupus, 1 Lantern. Everything makes a lot of sense. And for the extra deck, pretty much everything is the exact same, but obviously there's no Durandal because there's no Droll in here. And I'm playing Quarren Gondrax because I'm siding the Thistvern as well as Citri to make half boards, and only give 1 draw to Fua while making 6 disruptions if I draw Joko Sulfador. Again, I'm going to be showcasing this in a combo very, very soon. And there's also Jax now, so we're back to playing X-First Release, because Werewolf is garbage, but Jax is actually quite good, so might as well take advantage of that. And there's still Imperial Princess in the extra deck, because there's a line where you do have to use this card. It's really weird, but you'll be, again, you'll see this very, very soon. So yeah, everything here makes a lot of sense. Platinum Gadget, obviously, because of Noroi into River Stormer. Like this takes up your normal summon, so when you go River Stormer to search Scrap Recycler, you special summon it from the hand with Platinum Gadget. Every card in the extra deck is like super needed, so it's not like you can really negotiate like too many of them. Like not being able to main deck the Silhouette Rabbit is really annoying. Otherwise, this easily would have been like a Regulus or something. But yeah, 2 Noroi in the side with a Thistvern Citri, Foolish for more consistency. Could also be like a triple Tactic Talents at this point. But yeah, you can't really play the Foolish Goods package anymore. That would just be like way too much. I mean, it's just that the extra deck space is like the side deck space is super tight now. But yeah, Foolish with X-First Released, Apophis, and Silhouette Rabbit. Again, this could easily also be like Regulus and stuff. But then you would lose the Dark Ruler every single time, because you can't turn skip your opponent with Paradise Smasher. And then for the other cards, I mean, obviously there's the Clockwork Knight for the Yummy matchup, and then these 5 cards are very interchangeable with anything. They can be so many different things, so it's really up to you. It could be like Nibiru with Phantasme, could be whatever, really. Anyways, let's get into the combos now. Okay, so this is Joko Sulfador through Molchemy Fueros post game 1, so when you know for a fact that you're going first, so obviously reveal, you're going to be sending the Thistvern as well as Smiger. If you don't, you're not doing anything, because before, again, like I said, you were making Paradise Smasher, but now you can't do that, so your halberds are going to be way too weak. But yeah, Joko is going to be searching the Izuna, and then you're going to be overlaying for Ripper, detach the Sulfador, search for the Lantern, which is just going to be follow-up, and then set to the X-Forced Release. And then Smiger is going to be searching for the Inclusion, the 1 of, and then search the Cluster off of Inclusion, and then Thistvern is going to be banishing itself to search the Tristalos, revive back the Sulfador, and then normal summon the Tristalos, and then you're going to set to the Cluster and call it a turn. So you got to Ripper negate, You got X-Force to, pop a card, and also Jax to pop another card, so that's 3 disruptions. And then Izuna into rank 5, so that's another disruption. And then Tristalos into Korra and Gondrax. Banish 3 monsters in your opponent's field and graveyard, well, up to 3. And then Cluster, destroy 2 cards. So very, very scary end board by only giving 1 draw to Fua, which is very, very respectable. Okay, so combo number 2, all we have is Inclusion, the one of, and obviously we're not really trying, I mean, we can't bridge into K9. And honestly, I want to say, like, a lot of times it actually doesn't make any sense to bridge into K9 with a weak Crystron hand, especially if you don't play Thisvern. But yeah, if you do play Thisvern, then obviously the pure Crystron hands are so much better, because we can actually start playing this deck as we're kind of supposed to. But yeah, look at this, man. We're going to be going for the Eleskeletus play, and then destroy it with the Tristalos, and then we can make a River Stormer here. Plays a little harder into Nibiru, unfortunately, but it's still not too bad, because we're getting the Omni Negate here in the form of Regulus, and then Solfnir, discard the Thisvern, destroy whatever, Eleskeletus or River Stormer, but that would be a neg 1, because this can be follow-up for next turn. And then, yeah, we can go Sulfidor, revive back off of Inclusion, and then make Nova Infinity. That's 4 disruptions. So you got Tristalos into Dragster, Infinity, Regulus, and Cluster. So you have 4 disruptions off of a single Inclusion. And the only thing that we really have to play that's different would be the Thisvern as well as Regulus, so it's not a lot of commitment. You're not making your deck significantly worse. And either way, like I said, the Thisvern should be in your side deck anyway, so that you always have like better Hal boards when you're going first post game 1. And again, you also have follow-up in the form of River Stormer. And even though Inclusion is a one-of, it's very easy to just like shuffle it back with Cluster. And then you can also shuffle back the Smyger next turn, and then Thisvern can search for the Smyger, and then you can normal summon, make a Clockwork Knight, Inclusion, Surge, blah blah blah, and then you keep playing. Okay, last but not least, this is another combo where we can actually bridge into K9, but, it's really up to you if you want to do that or not. So yeah, Inclusion would actually want to search Solfnir if you already have Sulfidor, and then you're going to be destroying the Inclusion. And usually, like, a lot of people, they were destroying their own Solfnir so that they can summon Sulfidor, and then use the effect to send Inclusion and, like, Smyger, for example. But obviously, Inclusion is at 1 now, so you can't do that. You have to destroy your own Inclusion, but it's still completely fine. It doesn't change anything. So yeah, obviously you're just destroying Inclusion, and then you can revive back the Sulfidor, and then revive back, and then you can send the Smyger from deck to grave. This is assuming that you don't play Thisvern, so this is a game 1 legal combo. And you're going to be searching Cluster here, and then make River Stormer, search for the Naroi, and then Tribute Summon Naroi, which is really weird, because usually you would kind of want to like normal summon and just keep the River Stormer on the field, but it's actually bad for you. So it actually makes more sense to get rid of the River Stormer so that the Solfnir hits the graveyard. And this is exactly what I meant with Imperial Princess is still needed for some awkward lines, and this is one of them. So yeah, normal summon and then summon the Jokul. Jokul is going to be searching for the Lantern, and then Ripper detach the Noroid, very specifically to search Izuna. And then Lantern revive back, then you're going to be searching for the case for K9, and then this is going to be searching for Jokul. Obviously, this means that we're not going to keep the Izuna in our hand, unfortunately. But yeah, look at the opponent's hand with the effect of Noroi by pitching case for K9, and then make Imperial Princess Kinkure. This is getting very interesting, so revive back the Sulfidor, and then summon the Jokul as well as Izuna, and then obviously effect to send the Lupus, and then link off 2 monsters for SP Little Knight, or whatever. It could be Haggard Lizardos if you're trying to respect Mega Fleet. And then Sulfidor, destroy the Solfnir, revive itself back, and obviously this is going to be summoning the Tristalos. And then Skeletus, recycle back the Inclusion, the one-off, so that you have better follow-up. And then Tristalos, banish, destroy the Skeletus, summon back 2 monsters. And then obviously Skeletus, revive back the Tristalos from the banished. Synchro summon for Effidon Dragster, and then overlay for Nova, and then Infinity. And this is 5 disruptions, which is, not too bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you also have follow-up in the form of Inclusion, as well as a couple of graveyard effects. You even have Lupus, so if you have like another leftover level 5 monster on the field, you can just keep it there. And also, there's a world in which we didn't Synchro Summon for Dragster, we just kept the level 5 there, and we kept the Tristalos, so that we make the Dragster on the opponent's turn, we keep the 5, and then Lupus comes back, and then we can make a rank 5 monster. So that would have been 6 disruptions if we really wanted to. I just wanted to show a line where you have an early Dragster, but it's really not necessary. And like I said, this is a game 1 legal combo without Thisvern, because our Sulfidor only sent 1 card from deck to grave. It's really nothing. It could have been like 2 cards. It could have been Thisvern and Smyger, and obviously that would have been a much stronger combo. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this combo video and deck profile. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.